Scorpio, this is going to be a reading for you. As always, take what resonates and leave what does not. If you would like to book me for a personal reading, the link to do that is going to be down below in the description box. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content from me. I always appreciate your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing this video. And I hope it resonates. Let's take a look here. What's going on for you, Scorpio? With the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is the true heart, love, devotion, kindness, empathy. With the Queen of Pentacles. Looks like you're feeling really safe here, Scorpio. You're feeling very secure, very free. Could have your finances in order, or there could potentially be someone from the past coming up for you. The Six of Cups. Looks like you're in your memories. You're thinking about the past, at the very least. The past is in the challenging or supporting position, so let's see what this is. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Seems like you're a little impatient with something here, Scorpio. Two of Swords, blocked off from it. Trying to keep your energy safe, trying to protect yourself. Seems like there's a stalemate here that you are a little bit impatient with as well. Maybe you're kind of waiting for something to move forward. You're thinking about the past energy. The Hierophant in reverse, Taurus, that's your sister sign. Maybe you've changed your beliefs here in the recent past. This is also the energy of overkindness, weakness, being taken for granted, perhaps. Good understanding as well. Yeah. With the Hierophant in reverse and all those definitions, it seems like you're coming from a period of having been very merciful and someone having taken your kindness for weakness. Seems like you're reflecting on this and you're regaining a sense of security within yourself. Learning who to guard against. It seems like you're kind of in this very guarded energy, knowing that your energy is deserving of protection. Seven of Pentacles in reverse in the crowning position. This is not only impatience, like I mentioned before. You could be thinking about a situation in which you are feeling impatient. However, there's also an energy here, excuse me, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, of apprehension and suspicion, maybe anxiety about money, but that's not necessarily coming through that last one because we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out in the covering position for you. The future is the Three of Wands in reverse. So this apprehension, this suspicion, this sense of guardedness, I see it calming down for you moving forward into the future. I see the end of turmoil, the end of turbulence, maybe the end of being taken for granted. The Star in reverse in the Self position. Yeah, it seems like you're so focused on the future that you may be missing out on the present a little bit. I would warn against that. The Star in reverse can also be a symbol of hopelessness, despair, arrogance, haughtiness. Let's take a look. Your environment, the Three of Cups in reverse. Overindulgence. Yeah, it seems just kind of like in your environment, Three of Cups in reverse, this could be overindulgence, it could be the end of a business, it could be an achievement or the ending of something, success. Seems like you're not really able to enjoy some form of achievement or success because you're not really staying present. You're anticipating something. Hopes and fears. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's been some kind of delay that you're anticipating. You could also be kind of in this energy of fear as well with the Six of Wands in reverse. The outcome is the Five of Swords in reverse. So this energy of grief, this energy of sorrow, the Five of Swords in reverse, with the Three of Wands in reverse, it seems to be calming down. Maybe you were disrespected here by a particular group of people and it has you feeling hopeless or down or upset. Maybe you're thinking about a past situation here where your kindness was taken for granted and you learned to protect yourself. It seems like moving forward into the future throughout the rest of this week, it seems to be that you're focused on getting back to a place of stability within yourself. So let's take a look here at what else we have. Oh, before we do our oracle cards, I do want to clarify some of these because I feel like this story is not quite finished. What do we have for the Queen of Pentacles? Could be an earth sign you're dealing with, particularly Taurus. We also have Capricorn and Virgo that's associated with the Queen of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Truth, loyalty, liberty, potentially selfishness. It seems like you've been focused on maintaining your own finances, your abundance, your material affairs, your material success. It seems like you've maybe been saving money, not really spending a whole lot on other people. Maybe people are calling you selfish right now. Maybe you're a little bit misunderstood, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. The Two of Swords. Yeah, it just seems like you're protecting your finances. You're protecting your money. Okay. Two of Swords can also be a sign of stalemate, which we have down here as well. You can see that. We'll get into the Two of Swords after we clarify the Six of Cups. Six of Cups being clarified by the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Wands. You're going to have a choice or a decision to make around someone who's coming back from your past. This is a sort of very like fickle energy. I'm also picking up on an energy potentially here where you're being challenged not to revert back into an old way of being, Scorpio, where maybe you were inconsistent with your own plans or your own goals. One more. The Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is definitely someone coming back from the past. Okay. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that it's exclusively that. It could also be that you need to pay a little bit more attention to the way that you're showing up to your own plans, your own goals, your own dreams, and making sure that you feel powerful in your own dominion, okay? Crowning you is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. That is apprehension, suspicion, anxiety about money potentially, or impatience, being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Literally, maybe all of the above, okay? Then we have the Knight of Wands and the World in reverse. It seems like there's some movement that you are supposed to be making at this time here, Scorpio. Something maybe that you have potentially been procrastinating, or maybe something that's been delayed. Like I said here with the Six of Wands in reverse, maybe you're worried that you're too late to do something. It just kind of seems like there's this aspect of delay that we're looking at here. Seven of Pentacles, and it seems like it's on your mind. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands, the World in reverse. It's almost like there's this, the Knight of Wands, like you're kind of like in a hurry or like in a rush to get something moving or to get something flowing, or the energy of Saturn is out here as well with the World in reverse. That speaks of limitations, karmic lessons. With it in reverse, it can indicate inertia, stagnation, fixity, permanence, or the incompletion of a cycle. So it seems like you're kind of in a hurry to complete some kind of cycle here. Okay. The unconscious energy is the Two of Swords, being clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Wands. Seems like you're protecting your energy from maybe protecting also your financial resources from someone whose emotions seem to get in the way, or you're not allowing your emotions to kind of get in your own way. Queen of Cups in reverse. That could be a very codependent energy, someone who is a little bit suffocating with their emotions as well. Seems like you are protecting your own confidence from an energy like this right now. Four of Pentacles in reverse, because you're recognizing it as causing delays, causing obstacles. Maybe this is you with you, not allowing yourself to go to an overly emotional place because you're recognizing it as interfering with your own personal plans. Or maybe you're recognizing that this person who's returning back to your life is only going to be a liability. Past energy, we have the Hierophant in reverse being clarified by the Six of Cups in reverse. This could very well be the liability that we were talking about before. This person who potentially took your kindness for weakness in the past coming to make a return to you. Page of Swords in reverse, there's this energy of spying or watching. And the Five of Swords, self-sabotage, disrespect, dishonor, degradation. Yeah, it looks like there's this energy here, Scorpio, where you could be maybe thinking about the past or kind of like on the lookout for someone from your past to return. And it seems like you're anticipating that this person, like you're watching them very carefully, very closely. Maybe you're hyper vigilant toward this person, but it seems like you're really worried about whether or not they're going to sabotage you in some way. The Five of Swords is an energy of doing anything that it takes to win, even if it costs us something, right? You can see these two figures walking away. I'm assuming that these were friends once, but this one had to be right. And so he jeopardized their friendship. That's the story that I'm getting here. The Page of Swords in reverse, maybe this is something that was witnessed by someone. The Six of Cups in reverse, that's the renewal of a relationship. So it's looking like there is a renewal of a relationship that's happening here, potentially with an air sign or Taurus. And you're struggling with memories here of them showing up in inconsistent energy, something that couldn't be trusted. I would warn against lashing out against this person, Scorpio. Moving into the future, I see there being a sort of calmness here. With the Five of Swords, I feel like the two of you are kind of getting to a point where you reconcile your differences. I think that you're apprehensive to do this, and I think that you have been for a while. You've been very protective over your energy. Moving into the future, the Three of Wands in reverse being clarified by the King of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Swords in reverse. You're very cautious moving forward with this person because they have wounded you in the past. But they're making a declaration to you, a declaration of healing, a reunion, but it might come across as like emotionally gushing. Like trying, it might come across as a little bit insincere to you. But I think that's just kind of you overthinking it. I think that it brings a lot of relief to you as well with the Three of Wands in reverse. With the Three of Wands in reverse, I would also warn against kind of overshooting a goal or thinking that this means that the two of you can just resume back to where you were. I think there's going to be like a repair period that's necessary between the two of you. So we have the Star in reverse being clarified by the Six of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Wands in reverse. Star in reverse, like I said before, is that energy of almost not being fully in the present moment because you're so focused on the future. And when you think about the future, it seems like you it's almost like you Six of Wands, let's start there. This is the energy of someone who has achieved something. This is a victory, a success. This is being publicly recognized for an achievement. With the Eight of Cups, it's almost like you are walking away from this person in the energy of victory and achievement. But there's also this energy of indecision here with the Page of Wands in reverse, which leads to instability. So it's almost like you can't really decide what you want to do. I feel like there's a part of you that knows that it wouldn't be right for you to do that, to like make a display of leaving this person behind. I think you might be struggling with your conscience a little bit here, or your ego, the Star in reverse. Okay. We have the Three of Cups in reverse in your environment, being clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse, this is an energy of infidelity, jealousy, opposition, deceit. Also could be someone who is helpful, wanting to help someone, but unable to do that, which would make sense with the Hanged Man coming out here. Someone who is stuck, strung up, can't move, needs to shift their perspective or surrender in some way. And the Ace of Swords, truth, clarity of thought, clarity of mind, honesty, and the victory that results from those things. I think you're achieving something with this person, or this person breaks through to you. I think this person shifts your perspective. I think you hear this person out. I think that you're tempted to kind of walk away from this person and like show them like who's boss basically. But I think that this person makes sense to you in some way. So we have the Six of Wands in reverse and Hopes and Fears being clarified by Judgment in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing fear around your own stability, around your own emotional stability. Yeah, you don't want to let this person in. It's almost like a trespasser. Like I said, it seems like this person really hurt you in the past. You don't want to let this person in, but do you? It's almost like you're trying to make a statement by saying, no, I'm walking away. You're anticipating disappointment from this person. This could be an earth sign. Like I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming out here with the King of Pentacles once again. Ten of Cups in reverse. Separation, sorrow, grief, Judgment in reverse, fear, not awakening to one's calling. I think it would be a mistake, but I'm going to leave that to your judgment. We have Judgment in reverse, though, so you're not really feeling so sure. Is this person who they say they are? Is this going to pan out well for me, or is this going to result in disappointment and sorrow and separation again? The outcome is the Five of Swords in reverse. Grief, sorrow, separation after degradation. Can also be obedience. Let's see. The Three of Wands in reverse, which is over here as well, showing up in another future position, which really does display our prognosis. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Four of Cups. No, Scorpio, I see you saying no to this. I see you turning this down and just kind of being all, what's the point? There's nothing I can do here. Unless, well, no. Yeah, no, that's just what I'm getting. I kind of get you in this energy of like thinking that everything has to be perfect, like right off the bat. That you don't really feel like putting the effort to save or recover a situation here with someone. But it seems like it's resurfacing for you. It seems like it's on your mind, or at least in the very least, it's in your memories. But whenever you think about this, it just kind of disappoints you. Beloved. Radical acceptance. Yeah, I think that you've kind of accepted that you should move on, but you also seem kind of stuck with that World in reverse. So what do we have for Scorpio? Is there any guidance on Mark Trail Revelation? A bold step forward, the farther gate. It came out in the reverse. So what bold step forward are you not taking? Let's take a look. Clarifying the bold step forward, the farther gate. Next steps for Scorpio with the bold step forward, please. Six of Swords in reverse. The Chariot, Cancer energy. The Hanged Man. Suspension, delay, what not to do. You don't need to wait. It's time to move forward. The Queen of Swords. Setting your boundaries, being very clear and honest, precise in your communication leads to the Ten of Pentacles, abundance, the establishment of home, family, legacy. Just keep doing that. You don't need to hold back your tongue. You don't need to hold back your words. You don't need to filter or censor yourself. Just be honest. You don't need to hide from this person either. You don't need any more time to sit in reflection over this. It's time to act, the Chariot. It's time to speak your mind, and that leads to a positive resolution for all involved. I think you just need to trust that. Bold step forward. I see you overcoming obstacles, finding success. I also see you blaming this person, which, blame, people denounce it. It comes from an emotion. I'm sure I could understand why you were blaming this person. I mean, look at what they did here. Five of Swords. Five of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse. Like, maybe they made a public display out of embarrassing you. Or maybe other people just saw. Maybe this person was just kind of very contrarian toward you and never really respected your point of view. Independence in reverse, and it caused you to feel like you couldn't really trust yourself. Guardianship. There's something you can teach this person, Scorpio. You're called to be a leader within your community as well. You could be some kind of person with a platform, especially with the Six of Wands out here, especially with that Hierophant out here. You could be very much in the public eye. Embody that in all aspects of your life, all the time. Queen of Swords energy. Being very outspoken. Very critical. And independent. Trepidation in reverse. Nice. So you kind of already do embody that. You kind of already have that. You don't really hesitate. Which, obviously, Scorpio is not one to hesitate. Scorpio is very direct, very clear in their communication. So then why now? Do you feel the need to avoid communicating? Would you rather just hide in the shadows? That's fine too, I guess, but what's more empowering? That's the real question. And of course, we should always be trying to get to more power. Personally, and within our own workspace, within our lives in general. Manifestation in reverse. What is this? Some kind of failed manifestation? Can we go ahead and get a clarifier for manifestation in reverse, please? Passion in reverse and action. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book for these. Manifestation in reverse, 111. Feeling discouraged and defeated. Yes, I could have told you that. Negativity mindset, attracting the wrong energy, denying or giving away your own power, and going down a path that feels inauthentic to you. The affirmation is, I'm a magnet for all my desires. Then we have 1031. Difficulty finishing what you start, low energy, lack of enthusiasm, neglecting aspects of your well-being, mistrusting yourself. The affirmation is, I am so grateful for each moment of joy in my life. Scorpio, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'm going to leave the description box, the link to book me for a personal private reading. If you are interested, you can find that there. Thank you once again so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.